Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. It's SG versus OCE crew battle. Yeah, thank you for coming, everybody. This was a big Pokken event that we've been building up to for quite a while, and we're happy that you could all make it. So, before we start, I'm just gonna quickly explain how this format works. So, it's a 5v5 battle. And we paired everybody up randomly, so we didn't get to choose the opponent. We basically kind of like drew lots, and we went into 5 pairs. And each pair played 5 games, so it's not a first to whatever. We just basically played 5 games total, and number of wins count towards points. And at the end of the session, out of the 25 games, we have a cumulative score, and whichever side has more points will win. So pretty simple. And yeah, without further ado, I'm gonna hand over to Dio and HeavyBubbles, who will be covering our first match. So you guys take it away.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Pokken SG vs OCE Crew Battle 2021. I am Dio. I am honored to be here to introduce the first match of the day, together with my co-commentator.
Yeah. I'm just a bit nervous, I'm sorry.
No problem, but today we have a really exhilarating set to begin our day. We have Enigma, Gardevoir Master versus Santa, another master of his character. So these are going to be 2 really strong players. So why don't we get started with Enigma here?
Okay. So already.
Just a moment, slight technical issues. So to begin things off here, we have Enigma here. So Enigma, she's the community leader in Singapore here. She's currently the #1 player on the Singapore PR. She's a very accomplished player. She's placed 5th at OCE 2020. She's an expert setup player. She likes to set a lot of different traps. A very tricky kind of player to play against. If you're not proficient in being able to spot these traps, you're gonna get sucked into her pace really fast, and it's gonna look really ugly. However, on the other side here, we have Santa. So Santa representing Mako Esports here. He's also a very accomplished player. He placed 2nd at OHN 16 and the Players Cup 1 Oceania qualifiers. Currently the #3 on the OCE PR. Santa's a very inventive player. He always finds very creative solutions to the various problems in different matchups. He's a very calculated and measured player. He has very, very clean executions and setups. Now for... Yeah, can you hear me? Okay, so both of these players are actually very, very storied players. They have quite a history between each other. For those of you who don't know, Enigma is in fact the one who eliminated Santa at OCE IC 2020 Top 8 to place 5th herself. Santa actually placed 7th that tournament, just getting eliminated by Enigma in the losers bracket. So this is quite a lot exciting player matchup. And in terms of character, both players, Enigma playing the Gardevoir and Santa with Empoleon, this has historically been a really, really difficult matchup for Empoleon. So I'm very curious to see how Santa is going to be able to adapt to this matchup, whether he'll bring out a secondary character, or whether he's going to stick with Empoleon and pull out some creative tech here. So it's going to be really exciting to watch.
Hello, can you hear me? Okay.
Okay. Alright, we are going to be heading into our sets here. So we do see that both players are going to stick to their mains respectively. Santa with the Empoleon and Enigma with the Gardevoir here. So let's get into the first set of today. Santa versus Enigma.
If Enigma will keep Santa in the field, or will she like shift Santa to field phase? Dual phase. Like, quite.
Alright, getting started here. We already see Santa's playing a very measured and slow approach, and we do see the Ice Beam. So this is one of the small things that Empoleon can do against Gardevoir in field phase. He can make big call-out reads with the Ice Beam. Enigma applying a lot of pressure. Santa with a defensive grab, shifting himself out of the corner here in dual phase. He's going to take the 50-50. Enigma guesses right with the CA. Sets the future side trap. And already we are starting to see why this matchup is so difficult for Empoleon here. However, Santa...
Santa manages to get in and does quite a bit of damage to Enigma, shifting her back to the field phase.
Oh, nice call out of the Ice Beam. Enigma caught trying to press buttons. So far, life massively in advantage of Santa. However, this is max range in dual phase. This is where God wants to be. In terms of positioning, this is really, really good for Enigma, and she has Santa backed into the corner now. 17 seconds left on the clock. Santa declares burst, gets a CA, but no crumple. Jumps over the Ice Beam. 7 seconds left on the clock. Will we see the Cubone connect? No, but it will give Santa a mix-up. Santa stuffs out the CA, and the first round, Santa drawing first blood here in the set.
Enigma guessed correctly, but Santa managed to stuff out the CA with the drill pack over there. So yeah, quite unfortunate.
It looks so far that Santa's been doing a lot of lab work in this matchup. He seems to have come into the set with the correct prep work, but Enigma seems to be adapting really quickly here. Already she's calling out all these Ice Beams attempts with Magical Leaf, and Santa calls the Cubone here. Oh, whiffed with Aqua Jet there. That could have been really scary, but Enigma not pulling the trigger on that. Nice call out from Santa. Enigma calls a Snivy, giving her a hard knockdown. Santa approaches back in with the Aqua Jet, keeping the plus frames. However, Santa going overextending a little bit there, gets caught by the CA, and that will give Enigma a massive life lead.
With few phase projectiles. Oh, but gets caught by the Cubone over there.
So I suppose this is going to be Santa's answer to the really scary field phase of Gardevoir here. He's going to be using Cubone to try to delete the projectiles of Gardevoir. Oh! Burst call out from Enigma, reacting to the Aqua Jet. Incredibly fast reactions here from Enigma. This will be a significant chunk of damage, and with both players enraged, this will barely not kill. Enigma calling the Snivy. This is going to be it. Oh, time out. A little bit unfortunate for Enigma. She does take the round, but she will not enter the last round with a cheer skill. So that could come into play here.
Players being quite patient. And I realize
there we see it.
Santa has been very on point with his Ice Beam and Cubone calls.
Oh, stuffs out the SCA with the waterfall. Really good matchup knowledge coming here from Santa. But this is this is looking really rough right now. Enigma suddenly goes on the offensive, gets the grab and throws Santa back into field phase. Santa is not quite back at his Cubone yet. This is going to be really difficult for him. Moonblast.
Gardevoir.
That shield turning so red here. Santa, however, managed to navigate his way in with the Steel Wing. That is a very, very hard button to hit. Oh, gets caught by the return of the Cubone. However, Santa backed into the corner now, gets hit by the side shot.
To go for the grab there. Oh,
He's gonna stuff it up. Oh, doesn't stuff out this time though. And Moonblast, the Moonblast beam actually is a heavy, so it will in fact connect. And this is, oh no, not quite at 12 HP left, 5 seconds left on the clock. Enigma has burst. This is looking to be a wrap for game here for game 1. It will take a miracle, and it will, and no miracles will happen here. Enigma closes it out, the first game here.
Yeah, it has been. It's very experienced with the matchup since both of them always play together, especially during OCE weeklies.
Yeah, and Santa is a. This has been a historically really rough matchup for Empoleon. Empoleon is a very, very. I hesitate to call it anything better than lackluster field, but Santa here is showing that although Empoleon's field is very limited, there are tools that you can abuse to catch your opponent sleeping here. So far, we see the Ice Beam here. That's coming in super duper clutch for Santa. Ice Beam again.
Yeah, Santa has been really on point with his Ice Beams.
Yeah, and it's forced Enigma to be the one to have to approach here. Enigma, however, managed to find her way in. CADC back gets caught. The back hit of the Steel Wing flying over Gardevoir to keep himself safe. This will... Oh! It trades! But really badly in Enigma's favor there. Enigma goes for the field phase reset, keeping the pressure. That's unsafe. And Enigma will opt to shift it back into dual phase. He wants to end it right here, right now. Oh, it barely doesn't convert. That's really unfortunate for Enigma. And she doesn't quite have burst. Takes the full Hydro Cannon back blast. And Santa will take the first round once again.
He has burst. Meanwhile, Santa is like nearing his burst. So
Meta is relatively even for both players here. Both players just casually walking around field. Santa getting caught there. Runs straight into the energy ball. And there it is. This is one of the few things that Empoleon has going for him against God in this matchup. That Aqua Jet is in fact a low crush. It will go under low projectiles such as 2x, 4y, and Gardevoir's 2y. So it's going to be really important for Santa to abuse that in this matchup. And so far it's going really well for Santa. Santa with a massive life lead. But here comes Burst Gardevoir. Get the chip. Santa calls the Cubone. Will combo into it. Not quite. I think Santa could maybe is going to call Burst here. He wants to keep it in. The Burst gets stuffed out, and Santa's going to avoid this Snivy here. Then a magical leaf, however.
And Santa opting to like stay away from any to run down the clock.
Yeah, but I'm not sure running down the clock could be really scary, especially the amount of chip that God's. That's safe. Excellent spacing. The shield break. The shield break happens. And this is going to be it! Enigma claws her way back from the massive life deficit there in the second round of game 2. Really, really good stuff coming in from Enigma. Cubone gets called, but it's too late! The JY zoning connects, and Santa is going to get a one-shot at the mix-up here. Goes for the rock smash, keeping himself plus, keeping his turn, stuffs out the sword power, not quite able to convert. It's the pressure coming from Santa, Santa obliterates the CA with the Steel Wing, and then will draw and will get himself in the board here. 1-1 for both players. Excellent stuff coming in from Santa here. Really making use of every small opening that Enigma has been able to giving him. Enigma, on the other hand, has to really close up all these small holes in her pressure and her defense. And Pokkén is, although very linear, is a character that really hurts when he gets started. You have to be very careful of how you deal with. You have to be very careful not to get caught by that very incredibly scary Aqua Jet of his.
It's to do a lot of work to like try to keep people out. Meanwhile, people like Empoleon or even Machem can just go, like if they manage to get in, they can just deal so much damage.
We see that Enigma's giving Santa a lot of respect right now. Santa's just been allowed to slowly walk forward in dual phase so far. That Cubone coming in really clutch for him. Defensive. Snivy gets grabbed and thrown. With the wall blast here, this is going to give Santa a huge meter advantage here. If Santa's able to win this field, he gets burst, and he does! Moonblast. Enigma just straying right outside of the rage range here. It could be something. The 8X comes out, poking over the 2A. Ice Beam loses to the Side Shock. The Side Shock such a powerful poke for Gardevoir here. Are we going to see? Oh, the Storm Power connects! The wall splat! And this is going to be a shift! Santa left on 46 HP. It's going to be a trade. Oh no! Santa calls it too late. Eats the full forward wide. That Cubo not coming out fast enough to delete the forward wide projectile there.
Yeah.
Enigma being the one to draw first blood at long last here. For why? Poking so well. Stuffing, getting a nice poke with the JCAA. Oh, Enigma! A little bit of a scramble in that situation there. But Santa's forced to keep the respect here, but now Santa has the corner against Gardevoir. He's going to... Oh! Doesn't quite connect. Enigma waking up with the Snivy. I expect to see that we're gonna see a corner swap here. Oh! With punish! Enigma trying to make the hard read with the jump CA there. And Santa's gonna push Enigma all the way to the opposite corner, but Enigma magical leaf there coming in really good clutch as an air-to-air against Empoleon. Both players just being so careful. Santa picks up the nuggets and gets his burst here. Watch the field, watch the positioning of both characters. Santa managed to wake his way in, and Enigma is going to be forced to declare burst here. 97 HP. Is only one good Aqua Jet, one good jump right, or one good Cubone away. Lands it! I think this is going to be it. Santa going for the full damage conversion. Not quite enough, 25 HP. Oh, but Santa declares burst, but Enigma jumps. It's going to be huge damage. Oh,
Yeah,
but
too bad there's not enough time.
not enough time on the clock. Santa running away with the second round of game 3 here on the timer here. Oh, that looked really weird, but the lingering hitbox of Psyshock connects. Enigma waking up with the CA. It's gonna get big damage after the CA launch. Also a reset here. Look at how patient she is. Oh, but Santa, recognizing the fake pressure, gets the CA in. And he's going to get so close in. Gets the field jump X in. Big damage for Santa. I expect to see a bait here for the Cubone. That was not quite it.
He was it? So either too fast or too slow with the Cubone.
I think he was a little bit too fast with the Cubone, not confirming it on reaction. But Enigma shifts it back to field phase here. She just needs to collect she just needs to stall out the field phase. Not get hit, not get clipped by the ice beam, of course. Just look for the nuggets. There it is! Synergy nuggets are collected, and Enigma declares burst 116 HP against Burst Gardevoir in field phase. Santa is sitting on an empty meter here. It's going to be so rough, but I think he might have avoided it here. Oh no, we get cut by the tip of the Burst Gardevoir's burst attack. The Fairy Tempest will connect, and a storm is coming Santa's way into the game 3 here for Enigma. Really
so close.
Yeah, Santa keeping it really close here against Enigma's Gardevoir here. Despite this is no longer a thing about about character matchups. This is starting to look a lot more like player matchups. Both players are doing very unconventional options against each other. Things that you only see against players who have played against each other for a very long time, and I'm really excited to be able to see such an incredible display of skill between these two players. Heading into game 4 here. Remember guys that each pair will play 5 sets. A set of 5 games, excuse me. So every game really counts here towards the final score of both teams. Santa is gonna get a huge conversion off here, though doesn't quite able. The wall splash too low. Backs off. Level 2. Aqua Jet gets. Look at the amount of damage. Look at the amount of damage Enigma took. Half of that was just taking random hits in the sea from just Chip there. Enigma trying to read the side movement. Will she jump over? Oh, the return boomerang catches Enigma on her way down, and Santa with a dominating first round in game 4.
Cubone is surprisingly good against a character like Gardevoir, because even if Annie blocks the Cubone will still like bring her closer to center.
The max range CA right here. Santa is going for the full conversion. Look at the amount of damage that did. Oh, but nice reaction from Enigma with the Snivy. He's going to try to convert, but that was a very weird height and angle, and Santa letting go of the CA early will get a crit into the next phase. Oh, this is looking really scary. I think this is going to be it. Oh, Santa drops the combo. Oh, tried the defensive grab. Enigma trying to be overly cute there on the defense, and Santa steamrolls his way through game 4. Good stuff from Santa. Enigma caught overextending a little bit there, and that whole round looked really in the control of Santa there. So we're setting up 2 games per player. So this final game is going to be pretty important in deciding which team gets the lead here first. We are heading into the final game here of our first set. So far, it's been excellent display of skill from both players. Lots of adaptations, lots of Yomi. This is what you just want to see in an amazing set of good-ass Pokken. Game 5.
Very close. Yeah.
Game 5 here. Both players are on the cusp of bringing the lead here for the first match here. Santa striking first with that 4Y, striking through the energy ball projectile. It's going to be big damage for Santa. Alright, gets the first shift here. He's going to be up close for the 50-50. Santa jumps, but Enigma not biting. Gets the Y projectile. The arrow is such an impressive tool. Catches with a side shot. Again with the side shot.
Cubone connects.
Plus frames. Enigma lets go slightly earlier to catch off Santa. Nice jump Y to avoid the forward wire Santa. Santa's, however, is making his way in here. Look at the amount of meters Santa's gained just from seeing all the projectiles. Oh, this could be really big. I think this might be very close to killing here. 19 HP, no Santa is going to up for a reset, goes for the 50-50! Enigma presses a button and loses it, and Santa going to be 1 point away from taking the all-important Game 5 here.
And going for the 2x to break the CAs. Yeah, because she keeps getting caught by Santa's CA.
Oh, try to guess on the Aqua Jet. That's not a mix-up that it's ever going to benefit you from guessing. Santa grabs Enigma, opting to just try to take as much of damage now as possible now that both players have meter. Oh, Santa gets caught by the charge forward Y. That is a pierce, but that is also a very long-range move. That's forward Y of Empoleon's, catching Enigma right there. But Enigma is Enigma is where she wants to be right now. Full screen against Empoleon. With a chip, Santa makes his way in, and Enigma decides she's had enough. It's time to burst. Calls a Snivy. This is going to be a good avoidance from Santa. Be careful of where the traps are. Oh, defensive burst coming in from Enigma. She wants to get him off with him. Yeah, but Santa declares burst, and that shield doesn't matter anymore. Oh, this might be it. The AHP, it's going to be so close to killing, but just barely not. Oh no, Enigma! That was so unfortunate. Enigma was not. I thought she had spaced herself in between the waves, but gets clipped in the feet, and Santa with the big win over Enigma here. We'll bring a 3-2 lead here for the OCE team. Wow, that was. I have no other words to describe that, but other than that was a banger of a first set. So far, OCE takes the first lead so far here. And we're gonna have to see. I'm just stunned right now. That was just such an exciting match between both players, and well.
Let's hope that SG manages to get back up on our feet.
All right, we're gonna have to see how things shape up here. We're going to be heading into our next. I believe me and HeavyBubbles are going to be signing off for now. So catch you guys later, and do continue to enjoy the sets. Thank you so much.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the stream after a fantastic game versus with Santa and Enigma. What a very good game. What do you think of it, Dan?
Yeah, that was phenomenal. Like, given the history of it, like, it's just, yeah, it's so great to see just how many challenges and like all the super tight spacings and matchup knowledge and decision making. It was, yeah, that was something.
Yeah, but here we are for the second game. We are here with Joker versus Iceburgy. Now, just before we get into the game, we'll just quickly summarize the players, just as HeavyBubbles and Dude did earlier. So, with Joker, his accolades are he got first at the SG Comic-Con, and he was also a former #1 on the SGPR from 2019 to 2020, currently unranked, but still a fantastic player. Has a really refined pressure, knows all these different interactions, and is all about locking down the opponent. But he's not afraid to shift when he gets the chance to. But he's such a strong player. He's traveled to Japan. He's got a top 3 at a 27-man tournament in Japan, and he's very unpredictable. He's got a Weavile, but on days you'll see him play Libre. On days he says I've made a SM2, and then in certain days, as Du likes to call it, he has his Charizard. But Joker is our first opponent, and then there's of course the other one.
Yeah, almost the exact opposite. We have just the embodiment of chaos and just no refinement at all. Just he wants to punch you in the face, and he usually gets his way. Bergie, he's been just on the grind. He's come so far, and he's just become so much better at controlling his emotions and like looking for weaknesses and slowing down his play until he gets in your head and can go at you with full confidence. You know, he made top 8 in 2019, both at BAM and the OCE internationals, but yeah, he's been steadily on the grind. Was the highest rated Australian in the recent international championship, won Players Cup 3. Yeah, he's just been going up and up and up, and I'm really excited to see this matchup between two just phenomenal players.
Alright, so we're going to be getting into the game. Bergie has a Garchomp, but he also has a Gengar, so it's a lot of
I'm interested to see who he plays, and he does pick the Gengar. So.
The Gengar. This will be interesting. I'm personally not too versed on Weavile matchups with Bergie's characters, but I'm excited to see what happens. This is I'm very happy we got this game, but let's get into it. So,
I would have thought Garchomp would be the natural pick, just being such a heavy hitter and abusing Weavile's low health and shield. But no, Bergie confident in his Gengar. It's going to be a big game of meter management, and
we see Joker winning that first field phase and just going straight back to field phase. Doesn't even want to stay in this good advantageous position, as I was saying earlier.
Yeah, and you can see how much it gives him. His meter's almost full, and it's 20 seconds into the match. Even if Bergie manages to find his footing, he's going to have to contest with this burst mode, and there's not much he can do to stop it so far.
Yeah, he can steal synergy, but it's such a quick climb. Joker has already got meter. This is already on the back foot, though. He gets to take a little bit here. That's a nice
ambitious
win on the field phase.
Oh, and that's one of Bergie's favorite traps. Try and catch slow anti-airs with that 6YX.
Weavile's anti-air, not the most consistent, still pretty good. It does launch. It's one of the few to actually launch.
And Bergie did manage to steal that synergy, but doesn't get the chance to close it out before Joker gets it back.
Unfortunate. Going for a grab there. After calling his pride and true Victini.
He did show a lot of resolve, and you can see it in his meter now. He does have almost full meter, and going into round 3, if he makes it there, he does run Special Cheer, so he'll be able to get that back for both of these rounds.
Yeah. Which is fantastic for Gengar. Joker pushing this pressure onwards, taking the field phase once again. Here comes an 8Y, going to get hit. No Victini hit here. Unfortunately dropping the combo, but very good positioning. Umbreon not working, but Bergie getting a nice Pokken.
Wow, that Shadow Ball lasted so long. Even Weavel's taunt held down, just didn't have the iframes to get through. I imagine we're going to see a knockoff here. Yeah, delete that synergy.
Very good. Two characters actually thinking about now. Two characters that can remove synergy. Such a weird matchup.
And you can see the amount of respect in that interaction. Joker went for the CADC, but recognized that Bergie's just a quality enough player to tech it, jumps away over the 2Y, and was able to keep the corner positioning.
Very good awareness coming from Joker. Being able to take that first game, currently 1-0, and getting these scores all up back to 5-5. So, Bergie losing that first one, but we know Bergie, he's a snowball. He will only get stronger and stronger and stronger once he gets that read. And we'll see Joker have to adapt to that. But after that first game, Joker in a very good position.
Yeah, especially once he manages to find his footing in field phase. He didn't even get to pull out Mega Gengar there. And like, it's such a great option to fall back on. So not having that really limited him that game. We'll see how he goes this game if he can find that synergy.
It's much harder to find the synergy against Weavile, as we said. A lot of synergy buff stealing here. Bergie getting a nice little combo, and against a low health pool, that's going to matter a lot more in the long run. Very good damage coming from Joker. Very nice read. Winning that
incredible matchup knowledge.
So very good read from Bergie coming out of the field. The dual phase loss. He takes the field phase straight away. A lot of approaches to taunts. This is an interesting matchup. Here comes the Umbreon, unfortunately hitting Gengar's front.
The Bergie just building that meter a bit. That I don't think much is not going to kill at this point, but gets a bit more meter.
Fortunate for Bergie though, he had the read, he had the crit buff up, but he had the no crit debuff. So here we go, fantastic read.
Can he kill off
it? To do it? Can he do it?
Yes.
He will.
That was a gutsy combo choice for.
That was a dangerous option. As we said, the incarnate of chaos, Bergie. Fantastic round 1 tag, and he's got meter too. This is a fantastic position though. Joker getting this very nice crit, ending with a knockoff. There goes meter.
Tends to not like to use synergy in round 2 if he won round 1, because again his Chia doesn't give him any synergy if he loses. So I don't imagine he'll use it unless he's really confident it'll bring the game back.
Very good humming from Bergie right there.
Beats out the Umbreon.
And he actually manages to shield in time. Interesting. I didn't even know that would work.
He does build his synergy back though. Interesting choice. We'll see if he uses it.
Using those curses to get that quick synergy build, even like in dual phase, it works because he loses health to do it. So but Joker with a very nice round. Yeah, that's a very good option.
A lot going into this round. He has Chia, he has full synergy. And yeah, he is fully set. And Victini, sorry, that's what I meant. We'll see if he can get it back before Joker gets it, though. I imagine another knockoff is going to come here.
Wanting to drain that synergy a little bit. Here comes Umbreon, another synergy drain. I think that's obviously a build mainly for Bergie, having the Umbreon.
Yeah. We'll see if Victini gives him enough, or if he even has time to call Victini. Okay, it does give him enough.
Here comes the Mega Gengar.
See if he can get something out before Joker gets synergy, gets the homing. And
this
the 8Y.
Is where it's
look how much damage. Gutsy taunt, but it pays off.
That was scary. These are so scary. I'd be shaking. Like,
look at the aerial acrobatics. Just because he's so scared of that burst attack, it wouldn't have killed him. But neutralizes the threat. Last hit situation. Oh, the iframes barely saving him. Again, that Shadow Ball just lasts so long.
This is crazy. They're both just staying like calm. Everything nice to Bergie. Everything went so fast. I couldn't catch up with anything. These guys are just playing as if nothing's wrong.
And that's the real strength of Bergie as a player. Like, there was so many situations where Joker could have taken control. Even at the end there, he had the CA, but there's just so much noise. You don't have to evaluate what's happening. You have to push buttons. You have to make guesses, and Joker just doesn't have the health pool to deal with it.
And I think Bergie, like both their mental fortitudes are so strong. Bergie playing this really hard character, in my opinion, but just able to say like everything's happening, but I can stay above it. I am ready for anything he throws at me. It takes the round 1-1, but here we are, game 3.
Yeah, and again, Joker just so dominant in field phase, and that's one of the reasons why it's been so hard for Bergie to get meter.
Fantastic read on that CA or reaction it was, but this is a dominant round from Joker yet to the hit.
Or
this could be it. That's a perfect from Joker. Very strong round. Very good response to after that last round.
Yeah, maybe expecting another like CADC bait sort of thing. Yeah, homing straight under. Gengar's amazing homing.
Ooh, 2 fantastic reads from Bergie. Just wanting to grab that synergy, wanting to grab though. Joker was absolutely ready for that one.
Yeah,
good permeate.
Gets the knockdown and has Victini ready to counteract a burst. Chooses to dash through the burst wave instead, but goes the wrong way. I'm sure he wanted a forward dash there. Oh, can he go through?
Oh, does he avoid it? No, he does not. This is doing a lot. This is a
synergy good chunk of damage. You need to win this field phase. Oh, go straight under with the homing. As the Victini buff at least.
Get out of there.
Building a bit of synergy with that backfire.
Very good crit from Joker.
He's very lucky he doesn't lose the phase, but this might be it, yeah.
Very, very bizarre option to go for grab there. I'm sure he had a plan. It's Bergie, but very, very strong round from Joker. That was a very, very strong round. Joker coming from round 2 where we saw everything happening at once. Game 3, sorry. Joker just clean, very clean.
Joker definitely coming out a lot more in those scrappier situations, and it really helped stop Bergie from getting anything going. He didn't get a chance to get meter, and it's again so hard for Gengar without that resource. That's really what makes this character so scary. So not having access to it and just being dominated in field phase like Joker's been doing, it's really hard to come back from that.
Bergie opting to stay with the Gengar. We are in game 4, I believe it is. Very good reaction from Joker with the taunt though. The permeate straight through the grab, doesn't matter. Here comes the Shadow Ball setup. Another permeate.
You can't.
Fantastic. Though Joker absolutely ready for that one.
I'm not sure if maybe he's left it or if it's just a lucky coincidence, but this Shadow Ball is just so good at dealing with taunt.
I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of players are prepared for their games here, and Bergie, being a very unusual player, would have just labbed all these weird options, and this unfortunately
does he bait it out?
Is getting hit.
No, he baited it out, but not enough advantage.
Though this is it, isn't it? It is.
Yeah, that hurt.
That's Weave. That's Weave damage. Who says this character doesn't do damage?
Yeah, they sound like an idiot. I wonder who that could be.
No names. But here we go. Joker straight back into round 2. Very, very good wall splat. Just applying this pressure. Icicle crashes everywhere. Unfortunately, dropping that combo, and Bergie able to get a curse
Big
off.
drop as well.
Almost even.
Does steal some synergy, but gets it right back with Victini. Joker feeling the need to burst before Bergie can get anything started. What a punish!
Very good.
What an insane punish! That was so brave.
And he has synergy. Unfortunately, pressing a button, Joker.
You'll take that homing. Take that homing any day, because look what he can do now. Burst a Gengar against
another one. Very unfortunate. Oh, that should be it. That's hits Mega Gengar, taking round 2. This character's
And
wild.
again, his Chia, he gets that right back, but he's gonna have to do some more work. Right idea. He needs
Seeing
to
the
win these
read.
field phases. Yeah, Gengar, a character with a CA that hits high enough to catch that 8Y. Very useful in this matchup.
Using that
Ooh,
low stance back warp. Very, very good burst. But using that low stance back warp because it's faster than regular back warp. But Joker was just ready. The JY into burst, that's a lot of damage there. As a very wise man would once say. Unfortunate, that's
unfortunate.
a lot of damage there.
Is this
A lot
combo?
of damage, a lot of hits.
Not quite.
But
Just
Joker
running away with that
taking
icicle
that one.
crash.
This, of course, means Joker is essentially the victor of this, but Bergie can still take this last one and even up the scores. So, will we see the Garchomp, Ant?
I'm not too sure. Bergie is a very he's a very stubborn player. I think he's gonna try and force his will with Gengar.
Yeah. Yeah, so Bergie, unfortunately not taking that one, but it would be interesting to see how he goes into this next one. He, as we said, these players so mentally strong. They are ready for anything. Joker seems like he's absolutely prepared for this wild player matchup, but we'll see what happens here. And
It really just
I'll
has
be
been a
interested to see
show of
Garchomp.
excellence for Joker's ability to control the synergy game. We saw that one round. That was the only time Bergie's been able to get burst mode versus a Weavile without it. So he has been having the resources, Umbreon, Synergy Burst, as well as just denying Synergy outright to deal with.
Antwerp, are you seeing what
I
I'm
am
seeing?
wrong. And this is why I lose to Bergie, because I just guessed wrong.
You can't win the matchup, not even
No.
the character selection.
No.
Joker should absolutely be ready. I think he knows what Bergie's like now, but this is a very interesting pull because we 4 games to get ready for Gengar while Joker's been reading this Gengar, and now we see this Garchomp winning this first field phase. I'm interested
And it's going to be a very different game. Instead of Meter Mage and being so important, Joker just has to survive. He has to not get hit, and he is not doing a good job so far.
This corner pressure is insane. He gets his first hit down to 5-10 for Bergie. Nice backdash attempt, not unfortunately working, and trying to jump out of a true mid, I believe.
All that, and he only just evened up the scores. The wife, though, does have burst to show for it, but you can see just how different the damage output of these characters are.
Nice CADC grab there. That was a very good option to beat out those a bit longer lasting end lag of Garchomp, but Joker able to take it with a very nice placed CA.
Yeah, very brave to hold for that long, but he knew the partial charge was coming, and just picked the perfect response to it. What a
grab from
brave
Bergie.
grab. Sneaking under those sidewise. Oh, this hurts.
This could.
Does he
This
shift?
will
He
be a
does
lot. It
take
will.
the shit. He does have
164.
meter as well when he wants it.
We're seeing almost the exact same thing. Joker only just getting hit, but finally getting a bit more damage in now. Here's the Victini.
is interesting. It saves him.
Weavile getting hit by it.
No, loses the meter immediately though. Can you get those nuggets to get it back? Just barely.
I heard the Stone Edge in there. Very, very nice. This could be it. Can he land it? No. I am not sure if there's a route to actually kill there, but very good. He gets the JY. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, and he gets to go into this round with full meter. No support yet, and he does have to worry about that Umbreon, but
Doesn't matter.
he's
deletes
definitely set.
Projectile with support Y. As the Umbreon doesn't matter. He won't be getting that for a little while longer. Very nice Luxie. That's very good damage. 251. We're seeing yet another round lead from Bergie. That is unfortunate, but very nice play from Joker. Another one.
Combo time, not quite. Good anti-air.
Fantastic anti-air.
Gonna steal the synergy. Will he go for burst? Yes, he will. He wants to make the most of burst before Bergie has a response to it. And he gets even more synergy.
And there goes a bit more of Bergie's synergy, unfortunately.
Yeah,
He's gonna be
Bergie needs
needing
to
to climb. He needs to win this field phase.
It's the nuggets. Oh, it's not enough.
He needs
Can
to
he
win
survive?
this field phase.
Okay.
Good field phase win. This is close as nice Dragon Claw.
No,
What's
okay.
that again? I can't remember.
Dragon Claw is correct,
Burst.
and just barely not close enough to combo. He has burst available, but Umbreon back on
Joker.
deck for Joker. Is this a
Joker
punish?
has to survive.
Oh no! Just dashes it there. This should be it. Does this burst attack do enough?
I think it does. I absolutely think it does. One of the highest
Crit
damaging
buff.
burst attacks. You'll see
That
all
should
this
be
damage
enough.
come out. That's it. Yeah. Good round take from Bergie. Joker taking it 3-2. I mean, I say taking it, it's not exactly that, but 3-2, evening up the scores again. But that's
it feels
wild.
good to win the set, even if there's no bonus for it.
Yeah.
Joker can't be
Joker-
disappointed
Joker
with that
understood.
performance.
Yeah. Joker understood that that's how it was. But yeah, as usual, that was what we were expecting. A wild matchup, and yeah, we were treated to just as such. Two insanely good players, and
Yeah.
I'm out of breath, and I got to do
It's-
another set later.
It's so. It's no fun playing Bergie, but it's a lot of fun to watch Bergie. I'm glad I was here for
Yeah.
this.
Same with Joker. But yeah. All right. Well, thanks for commentating with me, Antwerp, and we'll be moving on in our crew battle. Next up, I'm not too sure. I'll actually leave that to the commentators next up. But thanks everyone for watching. Hope you're enjoying the night or day. Doesn't matter what time it is. But we'll be back later with another game. Enjoy.
See ya.
Welcome back, everyone. We've had 2 extremely exhilarating sets earlier, and I hope you're excited to see what our next set will have in store for us.
Yeah, this next one's gonna be good.
Right now we have Dew versus DanDandy. On the Singaporean side, we have Dew. Now, Dew is no stranger to our online weeklies. He's Singapore's resident DCGI main and commentator for our online weeklies. Now, over the seasons, he's shown great improvements with his DCGI and was able to place 4th on Singapore's most recent power ranking. He's also placed 7th at Singapore Comic Con in 2019 and 4th at Tempest Circuit 17, is Singapore's most recent offline tournament. Now, as we all know, Dew is a DCGI main, but recently he has been branching out into Suicune and Shadow Mewtwo, so it'll be interesting to see which of these characters he'll pull out today.
And looking at the Australian side, we've got DanDandy. DanDandy is a legacy player from Victoria. He's been playing since Wii U, I think, if I'm not mistaken. And being a player for that long, he's developed quite a lot of accolades. Most notably, top cut at BAM and both BAM 10 and BAM 11. At Oceania Internationals in 2018 and top 4 in the OCE Nationals in Sydney in 2016. We know Dan to be a very aggressive player. He really likes to favor his Weavile, who's been playing for the longest, but that also means he has a strong Garchomp and a very offensively based Shadow Mewtwo. So Dan is definitely an experienced player with a lot of tools up his sleeves. So I'm excited to see who he picks against too. Right, well, I'm excited to get into this. And there's the Garchomp for DanDandy.
We do see the DCGI on Dew's side. So, what do you think about this matchup, Sam?
I think one thing that will be critical is how much Decidueye likes to be in the air, and how Garchomp has that frame 1 anti-air with Release X. I think that'll be pretty pivotal. Starting it off very strong, already getting that plus frame setup, but not getting away from that DP. Dew showing his cards pretty early on. Corner pressure already. Big combo, but since it wasn't a crit, it's going to be poorly scaled. Dew getting that backdash, but unfortunately eating a bigger hit because of it. Calling Frog. Alright, Dew winning that field phase. He's very close to meter already. Alright. And yet another combo. Wow, what a confirm. Alright, Dan is looking very much in the driver's seat right now. And again, getting another phase shift. Winning the first round just like that. So this is very important that Dan keeps winning these field phases, because he's playing a character with 250 CC, the second biggest meter size, and now he's starting with almost full meter. Mega Garchomp is not anything that anyone wants to deal with. And just like that, there it is. Getting that Oki. Dan's pressure is so scary, just have to press buttons on Wake Up. Dew getting that jump in, and that's a full confirm. Will this be the momentum that Dew needs to bring it back? And again, another phase 1. And Dew losing that advantage from an unfortunate mix-up, but there's another. Oop, Santu misspaced. Oh, but Dew getting a counterattack reversal. It's just mix-up after mix-up here. 4x into grab. Dew was probably expecting that to launch, but not many people expect that 4x, which is a non-launching variant. Dan using that Frogadier very smartly. And there it is, taking that first game with the forward Y. Dan has that great spacing, really good win field phase quite frequently there. which is amazing to get meter, but it seemed like he didn't even need it. Dan looking very much in control there. It looks like
Right,
Do will take a
sorry.
lot of... welcome back. It looks like in Do will take a lot of JYs, or more jump-ins to get those combo starters that he really needs to make that momentum shift to his favor.
Sorry, my VOD was buffering. Could you let me know what timestamp?
Alright, let's see. Dan starting it off quick. Oh, missing the stone edge, but Do not getting the punish. And trying again, but there's the punish this time. Dan backdashing that option. Alright.
Now Du's starting his pressure, but backs off. Still going for these aerial mix-ups as he shifts Dan back in the field. Catches Dan
That's an
with the side of the Spur Shackle. And again with the release Y.
I like how Do is starting to phase back more a bit with his zoning. I think he's starting to get more comfortable with the playstyle he needs. And there's the grab. That was a good mix-up from last game where he did a homing attack instead after that. And these release-wise, so obnoxious to deal with. Do so in control there. That was fantastic. Perfect adaptation. Exactly what we like to see. Oh, the Frogadier again. Dan wants to control the field phase as soon as he can. But let's see if he covers Umbreon here. Yeah, he does. Expecting it, but Do taking that free wake up to start pressuring himself. Oh, and that running X just covering every pixel in front of him. Oh, there's the Umbreon.
The Umbreon.
But the Garchomp getting caught.
There's a Spirit Shackle set up, although Dan wasn't in the right spacing for that.
Oh, the release Y? Alright, there's the jumping pressure.
Should lead into a full combo. There it is. Just back to
Alright.
field phase.
And getting that free chip. Now, that was a pretty good use of burst, and with how frequently Do is winning field phase, it seems like that'll be happening more often. Oh, dropping a combo, unfortunately.
We still have the corner pressure though. Just with the JX. Lead into a full combo.
Do
Not
has
enough
this
damage
immaculate
though.
pressure here. Oh, and there's the grab.
Just runs up
not
grabs.
enough.
Oh, no.
The 660 health character not going down without a fight. Ooh. And getting the confirm from full screen, that running X. It looks like Dan just needs a tiny bit more meter. Ooh.
Ultimate Rage can do a ton of damage though. Oh no, gets caught by the Umbreon. Not enough to kill.
And there's the 5x. Can Dan do it? No! Dropping the
Misses.
crucial confirm, and there's the
He's
burst.
burst
That
again.
was
That's enough
so
for him to
unfortunate.
up the round.
That was so unfortunate. Dan must be kicking himself right now. Almost making that reversal, because if he won that, then he would have gotten the meter and then had another big chance to take that game back. But it looks like Do made those very
And
strong
especially Garchomp
adaptations.
and Rage is...
Oh, no doubt.
Garchomp and Rage
Yeah.
has huge damage potential.
I think that
So
would
if
have
he
been
just
enough
could land
damage
that one
there,
confirm. Yeah.
yeah. But now that Do is adapted, let's see if Dan can return with an adaptation of his own. Yeah. What are you expecting? What are you expecting to see from Dan here? Is it going to be? Is it going to be more? Oh no, that was an unfortunate spacing, and an unfortunate tick throw as well.
There's
Do
a
is,
tick throw that
feeling
Du is
comfortable
very
here.
known for.
Yeah, right. That was a good bait from Dan, but the backdash a bit too slow to capitalize off of it. An important
Should
jump
lead
in.
into a full combo. Oh, goes for the reset and actually gets the Sand Tomb.
This is interesting corner pressure. Oop, and there's the confirm. Do is getting a lot of little damage, which is adding up to a lot over time. Or is kind of medium-sized damage, but because of how big Garchomp's health pool is, it looks a lot smaller than it should be.
Almost shield break,
choosing
doesn't
to take
hold the full.
Wow, an unfortunate whiff
Actually crosses
acrobatics.
himself into the corner.
That's gonna be huge damage and a reset. Let's see if Dan covers the Umbreon. He does. And the
He does have
5x
full
again.
resources though. Oh no.
The 5x into release X is very intense. Wow, okay, and there's the burst. Looks like Du's not sparing any resources here. Ooh, getting that confirmed. Yeah, I think your that JY pressure is really pivotal here. I think Dan is going to need to make an adaptation to stop Du from being in the air if he's going to want to pin him down like that.
And like you mentioned earlier, even though Garchomp does have his release X for that huge air coverage, it is quite linear, and Decidueye is known for his JY cross-ups, which can cause Garchomp to whiff his attack.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And you can see that Dan, thankfully we're on Dan's side of the screen here, because that means that we can see that he's charging his release X, so I think he's aware that he can anti-air, but he's just not finding an opportunity for him.
Oh, Du's got Dan in the field corner. Oh, gets caught.
Gigantic.
Acrobatics. Should be a full combo. Yes, there it is.
Great confirm with Du. Choosing to extend, and that was maybe a little bit too risky. Dan taking
This is gonna be
all of
huge
that health
damage
back.
from Dan's side. Oh, misses the wall splat. Du has burst yet again. Oh, we haven't seen Dan build up to his full meter yet.
Yeah, it looks like.
Oh, Dan's playing very respectfully. Oh,
There it
there's
is.
the release X.
There's the opening he was looking for. Wasting that meter entirely. Was that a whiff punish with Frogadier? It looks like it. And now Dan's got the health lead, and
Almost got the
there's
meter.
the 2x.
So patient and just the 2x to split off.
Garchomp's only neutral tool.
Going into the final round of this game, Dan's finally got full meter. Du is well on his way to building up his own.
Amazing retreating JY. Du just knows exactly where to place these. It's amazing. And the Umbreon combo to take away the meter and the shift for the wall split. That was an incredible combo from Du. Good CADC. Trying to build up that meter just a little bit more. Because Du almost has meter yet again. And there it is.
There it is.
Alright. Let's see if Dan can work against this here.
I was trying to find an opening against these tricky JYs. There's the meter.
burst.
There's the Mega Garchomp that we've been looking for.
Dan's not waiting any longer. Oh, Du's bursting now that he's up close.
Wisely standing out of. Oh,
Huge confirm.
was right out of the range, but Dan moved right. It's a huge confirm.
That's gonna
Gonna be
get
big
that much
damage.
closer to evening out that health lead. And Dan is also gonna get the Oki here. Oh, choosing to back away. Doesn't seem like he wants to play with Du's burst mode. Oh, snuffing
Snuffs
the burst
out
with
the
a homing
burst.
attack. And getting the grab that is so huge. Du can't be feeling good about that. Oh, dropping the confirm.
This is the wall splat again.
Catching the jump.
Puts himself in the corner, but gets
Wow.
right out. I mean, Umbreon? Yeah, there it is. And Du's got the corner, but he's backing away.
4 seconds, and there's the grab.
Oh no! Grab!
Du really risked it on the on that final mix-up there. And Dan knew that he was going to play defensively. Man, I love this back and forth from our players here. You can really see that they're adapting to one another so quickly. First, we're seeing Du get more defensive, and then we're seeing Dan incorporate more anti-airs. I'm wondering how how this develops even further in this next game.
It's really been back and forth between us. And that's not something I was expecting going into this match. I was expecting more of and forcing the pace of the match, his aggressive style. But he's been backing away and getting Du to move in closer in order to whiff a move so that he could finish for big damage. Now we'll see how that plays out in this game 4.
Yeah, there's nothing more interesting than neutral-based play like Du's, forcing Unga play like Dan's to be more patient. Incredible anti-air. There's the momentum Dan needs. Oh, missing the grab.
Tried to go for another one. It's a
Dude
weird
getting
KY.
anti-aired back into the corner. Yeah, that was strange. Alright, there's the reset. Huge damage. What?
Oh, another charge sand tool.
With
Right
punishing
out
with
of
a charge
range of
sand shield.
juicing.
Unfortunately, not having the confirm off of that, but still has good positioning and an Frogadier unblockable. And has so much pressure.
Gets caught with the 4x.
It's so unconventional, but it's so effective. But there's the Umbreon getting out of that homing mix-up guaranteed. Dude's just looking for a tiny bit more meter, and there's the grab, which will give him the meter.
Question is Duke going to spend his meter? Yes, he is. I'm gonna try and close out this round with only about 10 seconds left. See if he can make something happen.
Looks like
He's
Dude's
going for these release wides.
patiently. Yeah, I'm not really sure. The burst exhaust must have taken that action. He was just standing there. That's very unfortunate. But Dan taking that first round with quite a lot of meter to spare. Look at that. That'll probably mean a Mega Garchomp in Dude's foreseeable future. So much movement. Oh, fantastic rising neutral jump. Ooh. Amazing wall combo, getting the wall split too, even though he took him away from the wall. Ooh, and is that a punish? That is.
He's almost back
Looks
to
like-
his old burst.
Yeah. Dude sitting on a lot of resources.
Backing away, forcing Dan to move closer. Lifts his Fury attack.
Dude keeps finding
Should be a
Dan
full
in the
combo.
air.
Oh no.
That's dropping it. I like that both of these players are so patient, and then after a couple seconds, they're just returning back to their default lunges. Oh, and there's the grab. Alright, this is going to be, with rage, a lot of momentum and corner positioning. Dude opting to burst to get out of that precarious situation. Oh, interesting 8x by Dan. Maybe he was looking for the acrobatics. But if Dude doesn't drop this, which he does...
No, he drops it. Commentator's curse coming into play. goes for the chip. Dan just got burst.
Dan didn't have the release X confirmed ready, and so he opted to pressure more, but Dew was ready to pop that Frenzy Plant to DP off of him.
Means we are going into this final round with and having full resources, while Dew still has to work to build his first meter.
Yeah, this is an uphill battle for Dew. Although he's got
I'm sure
Umbreon,
that Dan wins this phase.
does not. See, it looks like Dan, since he's been backdashing the Umbreon preemptively on Oki every time, Dew opted not to use Umbreon this time, and because of that, Dan could get a grab this time.
There it is. Oh no! Messes up the Umbreon finish.
Dew getting a crucial combo here, but unfortunately not shifting and now having to deal with Mega Garchomp in dual phase. Oh, the Frogadier! Messing up Dan's combo there. Plus 8 into grab. Yeah, if Dan doesn't drop this, that'll be a confirm, right? Yeah. Brutal.
There it is.
Alright, that's the yet another game for Dan. It looks like Dew's gonna have to adapt again if he's gonna want to make that momentum swing back in his favor like it did in the second game.
Looking pretty convincing for Dan so far. He's been getting in Dew's head, like you said, with the Umbreon calls, causing Dew to second guess situations in which he wants to call Umbreon, as well as meeting him in the air and hitting him out of his JYs.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we may joke about it, but rushdown focused players like Dan, while we consider it as being Anga, in reality it's a very effective type of conditioning that can really get the opponent to play in the way that Dan really wants him to play. Oh, that said, Dew opening up with a strong mix-up of his own.
Putting Dan instantly into the wool corner, but Dan immediately gets out with release X immediately into the sand.
Amazing. Dan really loves these charge moves. He just loves those hard reads. Oh, and again the charge stance. What are these backdashes? Okay.
Dan is really in Dew's head right now.
Yeah.
These mix-ups and RPS.
Trying to bring him close again. Oh, and Dew jumping over with the JX. Now he's got meter. Let's see if he uses it. Oh, getting the wall confirmed. This is going to be important. And opting to reset. Dangerous from Dan. Whoa.
Oh. Confirms
Alright,
it
that's
first. I
probably
think
gonna
this
be
should be it.
scaling.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not sure. He
Yeah.
used 4x charge and then 2y, which might be a lot of scaling, which might be too much for Decidueye's relatively low damage burst attack. Yeah, that's just one health.
1 HP.
That's so unfortunate. Oh, does Dew have the punish?
If Dan
He
is able
does.
to. Oh, there it is.
Looks like Dan got flustered from that last hit situation. Alright, Dew's bringing it back here. Oh, crucial.
Shackle beating the neutral Y. Dew starting his pressure. Yeah.
If Dew keeps up this pressure, he's gonna get his meter back before Dan does. Oh, and there's the anti-air.
He's playing a dangerous game, crossing himself up into the corner and out of it.
Oh, and there's the Umbreon.
Good Umbreon call. Reading the Sand Tomb.
Oh, that was a dangerous CA, but Dew opting to end the 6xx string. Oh, Dan just letting him fall in front of him for the ulti. It's so intimidating. And there's Dew jumping over with the JX. Let's see the pressure. Oh, what a catch.
Catches Dan out of the air. Wow.
Oh, missing
This is 6x.
6xx and the 2y tick throw. Dew seems very comfortable with this up-close pressure. Quite impressive when you're fighting a character as viscerally fearful as Garchomp is.
It's a cutter. Oh no. Dan's got meter.
There's the bird.
If he's going to spend it here, he is.
17 seconds, 16 seconds. Let's see what they do. They're just sitting
Neutral?
there. They're not even blocking.
Oh, no.
And there's the burst.
There's the confirm.
That Dragon Claw. That cross-continental Dragon Claw. Very hard to react to. And Dan taking us to a third round.
The final game, final round.
Man, this is so much more intense than I thought it would be. Well, the release Y cutting through that charged JY and Garchomp. Well, it looks like Dew's getting antsy already, but catching it anyways. I'm not sure if that was preemptive or if Dan just missed the punish. +8, missing the 5Y and Dew taking that advantage. Oh, this acrobatics.
With characters. They're floundering around in neutral, but now Dew's got his pressure started.
What a
And Dan in
precise
the
combo.
corner, but opted to shift.
Oh, amazing Frenzy Plant. But unfortunately, Dan dropping
Frog
that
missing the
punish.
combo.
Right, getting that
Picking it
grab.
right back up with the grab.
Resources are sitting at about even. +8. Jab pressure catches. And there's the grab. Alright, looks like Dew's gonna have meter now. Although Dan has rage, so this is pretty much even.
Dew's got the corner now in duel. Almost as
that's
Umbreon online as well. And
Dan is trying
coming
so
into the
hard for
last
this
few
meter.
seconds.
11 health. Oh, and there's the
Oh,
Umbreon.
the Umbreon.
Does not look like Dan is gonna get meter this game. He's gonna have to win without it. He's got rage, so maybe he can do it, but he needs to go in now.
Last 5 seconds. Oh, no,
Oh,
5x.
and just
That's a punish.
mistiming that setup.
Oh no.
And Dew taking it. Amazing grab. Amazing play by Dew. With that defensive
Patience was
adaptation,
impressive.
it was amazing. Yeah, wow. I'm pretty impressed with how that game went. Dew had the adaptation since game 2, and it really seemed that he really seemed in his element when he was flying around most JYs and acrobatics mix-ups. Right, well, it seems like that's the end of it. End of this game, I mean. We'll catch
We'll go
you
into
guys
a
later.
short break for now, and we hope you hang on for the next set.
Yeah, thanks for watching.
Thank you. Alright, hello everyone, welcome back to our next set. I'm Enigma, but you already know me from the previous set. And now I am joined by Singapore's resident commentator, Dew.
Hi, welcome back. Welcome back to the stream, guys. I'm back once again to cover the next set of the day. It's going to be HeavyBubbles versus Jamesibell. So, I believe we're going to start introductions with HeavyBubbles here. So, HeavyBubbles, she's our resident Blastoise player, former VGC pro. Decided that she wanted to play a little bit of Pokken here, and HeavyBubbles is quite the juggernaut specialist here. She first made a name for herself with a really incredible defensive play with Blastoise, as you expect. But recently she's been playing a little bit of Blastoise, a little bit of Braixen, a little bit of Shadow Mewtwo, a little bit of every other character. So we might see a huge variety of characters here today. HeavyBubbles has made Singapore PR as a third on our power rankings, and she's a very, very strong player all around. But we're gonna have to see how she's gonna match up against other Blastoise specialists in the region, Jamesibell. Enigma, take it away.
And standing in HeavyBubbles' way is none other than Australia's own sizable lad, Jamesibell. Now, James is no stranger to all of us. He's the main community leader of the Australian Pokken scene. He's had several notable top 8 placings at Australian Pokken majors, like the Oceania International Championships and Melbourne Battle Arena in recent years, as well as coming first at the OCE Nationals in Japan. But his crowning achievement would definitely be placing third at the 2019 Oceania Championships, as well as being the highest placing Australian in the tournament. Now, as Dew mentioned, James is well known for his Suicune and Blastoise, though he does main half the cast. So I'm very interested to see which of his characters he'll pull up for this match.
Yes, it's going to be a really interesting matchup, especially with both players having such a huge arsenal of characters. We might see quite the counterpick war here. And already we see a little bit of that here. HeavyBubbles starting out with the Braixen. Now this is a new addition to her arsenal of characters. We're going to see how... She's been putting quite a lot of time with it, but we're going to see how she's going to fare against James's Blastoise here. It's definitely going to be quite the interesting matchup. Now, Braixen is a character with every single tool that you ever want from a character. But when it comes to setups and knowledge, I'd say James is pretty much up there.
Starting off already, we see the zoning matchup with both characters vying for positioning on either side of dual phase.
Oh, doesn't trade. Interesting. James winning out majorly in that interaction there, calls the Imoga, excuse me. And HeavyBubbles has just been taking a lot of very nasty throw setup. And HeavyBubbles has just been kind of losing the zoning war so far. It's a raw 6x, and James convincingly takes the first round of the set of this set.
Yeah, Blastoise is a very tanky character, and although Braixen does have the damage output, sometimes it can't fight with the raw damage output that Blastoise has.
Yeah, Braixen is although she has really, really good damage, the heaviest hitting attacks are all gated behind having to get a wall splat here. Imoga unfortunately goes wide. This is going to be a nice chip setup. James fighting back with the anti-air against the 8x.
One of the strongest anti-airs in the game.
Yeah, and that's a mid. You can't 2x under it. Keeping HeavyBubbles locked down here is James.
Look at these huge projectiles. James has been so good at getting all this chip damage onto Chelsea's Braixen, and that's just going to be the first game going to James.
Yeah, HeavyBubbles had a couple attempts to make the counter pick in the first game, but It appears that Jamesibell has just looks super well prepared for that. And if eyes don't deceive me, that is indeed a Blastoise mirror. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the matchup that we were all hoping for, and we're gonna get to see it right here, right now.
I don't know too much about the Blastoise Ditto, mainly because it's rarely been seen.
I mean, there's a grand
very
total of 3
excited to
Blastoise players in the world, so consider yourself really lucky, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna see a very, very rarely seen matchup here.
Both players already starting out with the zoning and rapid spins. And counter attack
Takes
flag.
the first phase, gets a shift. Not gonna be leading with the big damage though, but it's gonna get another 50-50 off the bubble. HeavyBubbles gets the CA, but doesn't quite meet her launch. So her water spout, excuse me. I do think it's worth. Oh, tried to jump over the. Tried to jump over the flash kick of Blastoise, but that is pretty much. Unfortunately, is one of the only good things about Blastoise CA is that it reaches really, really far, and it covers and it's a true mid, I do believe. HeavyBubbles, slight life advantage here, but it immediately gets snatched back by Jamesibell. Fights out with the 2Y. I do expect to see. Oh, nice reaction there on James's attempt on the tick throw. HeavyBubbles puts him in the corner. And James escapes the corner here, doesn't quite confirm, but this should be it. Oh no, 3 HP, James. Escaping with his life there. Imoga gets called, whiffs the water spout. That could have been a
anyone's game at
punish.
this point. Oh,
Yeah, but HeavyBubbles.
Timeout. Oh no, gets caught by rapid spin.
HeavyBubbles burst, and we are not going to see. Oh!
That was
The
so
6x
close.
just seconds off of connecting there. HeavyBubble saved by the clock right there. Alright, there's a slight, I believe we're being told that there's a slight connection error at this point, so both players are just going to be like waiting it out for a short while. Alright, we're back.
Alright, we're back.
And
Nothing
immediately
really
we see the
shifting.
seismic wave. The magnitude. Apologies. James gets conversion, but it's not a lot of damage, but importantly, it's going to give him chip in the field. HeavyBubbles fights out with 4Y of her own again.
One thing I've been
Launch with the
noticing
C8 is going to be big damage.
is James has been really good at getting HeavyBubbles into the corner in door phase. That's where he's been able to start all this pressure, and as you can see, HeavyBubbles already has such little health compared to James's.
Nice reaction against the water pulse. Imoga trades. This is going to be it. Nice confirmed by James there. And so far, we see a very interesting dynamic between these two players. HeavyBubbles has been winning a lot of these small neutral interactions, but as soon as James gets started, is able to push HeavyBubbles into the corner, he just runs away with the momentum. And so far, James is the one in control of the pace of the match here. Drops a combo a little bit. It's a very weird link to connect with. James with all the momentum right now.
Look at all this chip from the water spouts that HeavyBubbles has been taking. He's already on the back foot in rage compared to James, who has almost full HP and burst. So Moga should catch, but too far to confirm.
Oh, very
no,
tricky.
just press the button. No.
Oh! HeavyBubbles was winning because she was minus. Oh, and she gets the command throw.
There's
She is the first one to land it
Water
here.
pulse setup.
Oh, look at the damage. Alright. We do see the Ninetales just trying to keep James in the corner. Are we going to see the burst for the chip? No, we're just going to take the water spout chip instead. And whoa! James rapid spin straight into the Will-O-Wisp of the Ninetales here. This zoning is so scary for James. That bubble is such a slow threat. And
Water
Jamesibell gets a command grab of his own here.
Scenario.
Oh, what a read on the
HeavyBubbles
throw attempt
so
there!
smart with the tech. Reading the situation, knowing that James wanted to get that grab for the last bit of damage, and was able to tech it with the 2x.
Yeah, really good defensive.
HeavyBubbles.
Really good defensive play from HeavyBubbles here. And oh, James, maybe feeling a little bit shaken after losing the Blastoise mirror. He's decided that he's going to counterpick to Suicune. Now finally we're in familiar territory here. Suicune is a character that I do happen to play out a little bit of on the side. So, as you expect here, both characters have really questionable field phases. But since both of their field phases are kind of bad, it actually does end up evening out here. HeavyBubbles
James already
caught.
taking the advantage. In
Yeah,
just 3
HeavyBubbles.
phases.
Oh, nice spacing outside of the Blizzard. But look at the health lead. James is working on a perfect here as I immediately jinx it. Nice poking from HeavyBubbles. Gets the meaty water spout. Oh, that's gonna be a punish. Miss Magus is an extremely laggy. Miss Magus is very laggy to be called on Wake Up. Oh, and the spacing from James. Outspacing the Blastoise, reading the Blastoise GX and punishing it accordingly.
I think one interesting thing to note is James's support choice, that is
Nice
Pachi.
throw.
She's pretty good in this matchup because Suicune wants to be at full range, whereas Blastoise wants to slowly use projectiles to make its way in. So Pachi would be very effective in dealing with this zoning battle that James wants to fight.
And so far we see
Ocean are very well known for their Pachi.
Yeah, we see James making really good use of that. Oh, hang on. Both players a little scrambling here. James gets the forward. Will get the crit of the
Good rapid
rapid spin. Can't convert fully. HeavyBubbles calling. Oh, gets caught by the mirror
Oh, the
coat
mirror
again.
coat. Unfortunate.
Yeah, sorry. Continue.
Sorry, you go ahead.
As I was about to say, that Miracle is a really big factor in this matchup because Blastoise does like to throw a lot of projectiles all over the place, and against Suicune you can't afford to be haphazardly throwing projectiles against that Miracle, especially when you have a lot of recovery on your moves, like when you have very high committal moves like Blastoise's Water Pulse into the Shell Fortress stance cancels. You have to be a little bit more careful where you place your projectiles. Let's go see if HeavyBubbles is able to adapt to this here. Heading into our next game right here. James currently with a slight advantage. And we do see the minor adaptations that HeavyBubbles is attempting to make here. She's trying to be the one to push into Suicune's range here. Miracle once more.
HeavyBubbles has been losing a lot of field interactions due to that mirror coat. Gets hit again.
Oh, and this is going to be a stuff. Oh no, it doesn't stuff. James really showing his mastery of the matchup here. Showing he has a lot of matchup knowledge, knows what to mirror coat. And so far, HeavyBubbles looks a little bit lost here. Getting pushed out. James taking the knockdown. He's just that confident right now. Gets the 4Y. Oh, but this could be big. HeavyBubbles getting the launch. Drops a combo. Oh, try to go for the throw, but runs straight into James's waiting arms right there. Magnitude loses the trade against Suicune's 4Y. and it's looking really hard for HeavyBubbles so far.
Yeah, she doesn't have the meter that she's almost at full meter, but not enough.
Oh, James
loses the 6Y.
James reading the backwards movement from HeavyBubbles commits to the 6Y, and that will be a convincing finish from James in the 4th game. Heading into the last game here. Remember, even though HeavyBubbles has technically lost this, every match does really count towards each team's final victory, and we do see the swap back into the breaks and from HeavyBubbles.
Well, this will be a very different matchup from what we've seen previously. Because Breakson has the tools to do well at almost any range. And therefore she can move in and pressure Suicune to fight at close range where Suicune doesn't really want to be. Already James is starting his pressure.
James is just running. James is just running HeavyBubbles down right now. But the side Y embers are so difficult for Suicune to deal with. But James is doing a very good job placing all those jump X's. Winning the zoning war so far is James. And he gets in. Oh, it's looking so hard. HeavyBubbles left on 1 HP.
By all these projectiles.
Yeah, and additionally with the Pachirisu to help, it's just such a difficult, tall task for HeavyBubbles to win the zoning matchup. Do see HeavyBubbles starting to get started though. HeavyBubbles in her comfortable range right now is very up close and personal against James, but James escapes. Air to air. Gets the JX confirmed. Look at the damage, there's such huge damage. James optimizing his damage right there. Q-Face. Gets the Pachirisu. James just wants to close it up.
Breaks and projectiles.
Oh no, and James catches HeavyBubbles trying to...
Full burst. That's...
Yeah, unfortunately, HeavyBubbles dying just as she gets her burst, and unfortunately, this puts Oceania. Fortunately for Oceania, this puts them in a huge 4-1 lead, huge lead against Singapore. So, really good. Really good stuff coming in from Jamesibell, bringing in the lead for 12-8 right here. And James, just showing complete mastery, was in control of most of the set right there, and HeavyBubbles just looked a little bit lost. Alright, so I do believe that we are going to be going to a break right now as we head into our last set. Now that everyone's been reviewed, I can comfortably say that our last set is going to be Coro versus Antwerp here. It's going to be a really fun matchup, and I hope you guys stick around for that. And any closing thoughts, Enigma?
Not really. I'm really excited to see what this last match has in store for us, and whether Team Singapore will be able to get the scores back up to even.
Alright. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back soon for our final set of the day. Thank you very much, everyone.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the OCE versus SG Crew Battle 2021. Even though I think we've had a few this year, I actually don't even know. But what a good amount of games we've had today. We've had 3-2, 2-3, 3-2, 4-1. So a lot of exciting games. And here I am with Santa. We were just saying before how exhausting it is with how exciting these games can be, Freddie.
Yeah, I'm really out of breath watching some of these. I mean, these games go so much closer than anything I could have anticipated, and it really shows how, neck and neck this rivalry between regions really is. It's I'm hoping that intensity sticks with us for this final game.
All right, so for our final game, we have Coro versus Antwerp. I'll let Santa introduce Coro. Santa, take it away.
Yeah, right. So on the Singaporean side, we've got Coro. Coro is Singapore's Libre, but also Singapore's media and content creator. So Coro is actually to thank for this fantastic stream. So thank you, Coro. I hope everyone thanks Coro at the end of the stream. And yeah, when we talk about Coro's playstyle, there's really only one thing that we can consider, and that's how quickly does Coro get his momentum. When Coro gets his momentum, he gets drunk on it. That's the gonna get started through electroweb pressure and field phase enhancements, and yeah, just a whole bunch of Libre shenanigans. It's
drunk on the momentum, just like Libre.
Yeah, it's amazing. Coro really embodies his character 1-to-1. So I'm very excited to see how that plays out. And what of Antwerp?
So yeah, on the Australian side, we also have Antwerp, which many people know Antwerp. Obviously, this very patient, very calculated, all about covering options and not overcommitting unless he knows he can get away with it. I always say it, and I think everyone at least has to somewhat agree. His neutral is just on another level. He knows exactly what's going to happen, just because it's all rotating in his head. It's insane. He mains Sceptile, obviously, but he's got other co-mains. He's got Marchamp, Lucario on standby. That even I was actually going to say his accolades. He actually took BAM 11 Grand Finals against me with Pikachu, so he knows this a large amount of cast. So he's won BAM 11. He's won Players Cup 1. He's got 5th at OC 19 and 2019 and 2020. OC 2018, he got 4th. 2nd at BAM 10. He has plenty of accolades, and of course he's number 1 on the OCE PR. So this will be a very exciting game, I reckon. And obviously we are game 5. Scores currently 8-12 OCE's way. SG must win all 5 to take it, or if we see another 4-1, that could be a tie. But above all, I'm so excited to get into this.
Yeah, I'm excited too, and you're right. Antwerp is probably Australia's most accomplished player. I'm super excited to see how the patient play of Antwerp will be tested by Coro's shenanigans.
this explosive energy versus this patient play. It's going to be a really interesting dynamic between these two players. And it's also going to be this obviously it's Libre versus potentially Sceptile. I'm going to guess saying Sceptile. So this chaotic ball versus this fast Sceptile, these focused on neutral.
If we think of a strategic position, Antwerp could go for the Machamp here, because I think Machamp is known to have an advantageous matchup against Libre. One of Libre's few disadvantageous matchups.
That's true, but here we see the Sceptile against Coro, aka Will 4A for cash. Fair enough.
I'm excited to see this. Yeah, it looks like Ant's sticking with his guns. We're gonna. I'm anticipating a lot of neutral-based play around the traps of Sceptile, and Antwerp looking to cover all of Coro's approaches around those.
Very fast-moving character against this player that is all about just keeping out of range. He's got to be able to react to those options. But here we are, setting down the traps. A lot of bullet seeds going on as well as leech seeds. Coro's back is against the wall. This might be a bit painful of a start for Coro, but a bit of a combo going on here. Fantastic work from Antwerp. Coro's got to break out here.
Made it out with that wall bounce. It looks like Antwerp was looking for that anti-air, but was just out of position, just barely. Yeah, and it seems like Antwerp's got this fantastic control of the position on the screen here with all of his traps. Oh, that jump in could have been bad.
Yeah. Being able to control like the entirety of the screen, disallowing Libre to really do Libre shenanigans up close. We see the Mimikyu called. This might be able to a bit more space control with Libre, unable to jump in properly, but
Antwerp with these traps, this is relentless.
Probably a bit of a lucky break there with that mismag. Antwerp setting up the 8Y, but not able to get in properly. The CA catching that 6Y. Antwerp taking round 1, about to start round 2. This matchup is quite an interesting one regardless. It's a lot of weird interactions, but Antwerp obviously has to try and keep Libre from doing them.
Antwerp's winning all of these field phases, and as a result, he's already got his meter, this 200cc character. Before a 100cc character like Libre even getting a chance to. It shows that Antwerp's neutral is so rewarding for him. Oh, there's the grab. That was a big mix-up.
Coro yet to really get momentum, but we're waiting to see it. Just that explosive ball just absolutely take over. Here we go. This could be something. We see the spark.
Coro's just trying to pin him down with that enhance. That long-lasting 8Y. Incredible.
It's insane. Very good 8Y from Antwerp. Here we go with the burst. So it's just a free momentum builder right here with Mimikyu on standby. So this could be
corner.
Dangerous space. Fantastic.
And Antwerp jumps out. Oh, there's the. Does that confirm? Oh, it does too.
That will confirm. This does a decent chunk. I'm pretty sure it's a 10% extra from the synergy burst and not much scaling. Not too bad. No, 343.
The scaling on that projectile, I think it's actually quite high, but the buffs are huge for this. That as long as Coro can get a combo going, that'll even it out in no time. But Antwerp already having corner and traps.
Ooh, that armor lasting almost the entirety of that bullet seed. But Antwerp managing to break out into burst. Yeah, he doesn't have enough time, unfortunately. Yeah. Respectable, very respectable. And Antwerp will take game 1.
Now, I think the crazy thing about that entire game was, even though it looked like Antwerp was in the driver's seat the whole time, and yeah, he might have been, if Antwerp slipped up even a little bit, like, for example, at the end there were so many moments where Coro had rage, he had buffs, he had enhance, it would have been a downhill disaster so fast. So I'm interested to see if Antwerp cracks at any point where that starts to really escalate.
Yeah, I keep saying it, but it's like it's one of two answers. It's like that's just Libre for you, or that's just Coro for you. Just this momentum in a ball waiting to burst. I'll keep bringing that up, but Antwerp just being able to avoid that pressure and just remain in a very advantageous state, especially with Sceptile's fast movement. It does make it a bit easier, but we all know how janky these two can be and how much Libre can actually gain off of it. So we got to see here if Antwerp can do the same thing or if Coro will adapt to such.
Yeah, Antwerp's going to have to keep finding new and creative ways to barricade Coro's Libre out. You know, Coro is just pressing forward like a zombie for Antwerp's brain here. Really, I think it's a good analogy for how brainless Libre can come off sometimes with how forward he has to press. But let's see how Coro presses through. Already in a better position.
Coro, I believe, is running Whimsical because Coro started with meter, so that's really good for a Libre. But Antwerp on the other end already got half meter on a 200cc character. We're seeing pretty similar situations to the last game. I mean,
Coro has amazing patience here. Avoiding all of Antwerp's attacks, and there it is. He's got meter, Antwerp does not, and Coro has the positioning. And just like that, Electro Web. There it is.
There goes that speed that Sceptile is known for. This is where the momentum starts. This is what happens. Sceptile without speed, what is that? It's kind of just a green lizard. No move coming out. Gonna get caught out with Mismag. Getting that forward wire. Good little slide under with Antwerp there.
Oh, there's the wall split and the double leaf blade. I think that was maxed out scaling, so he seems pretty safe.
opting to shift, not really after that defense buff, but I'm not 100% sure on the interaction anyway. But Antwerp in the corner here, this is interesting though. Here's the detect, it does not matter. Or was that a leaf play? I think it might be a leaf play.
8 seconds. Core's gonna have to make something happen if he's gonna get this. Oh, does that burst
does
it?
he block in time? It does.
Unfortunate. Very intense for Antwerp. 5 seconds left on the clock, but this was not the only round where this has been happening. Antwerp must be really feeling the stress with every single round passing.
Yeah, this is what we're saying. Like, we've got you can see like if Antwerp gets his positioning, it's perfect for Antwerp. But as soon as that momentum starts, we just saw it there. A 100,
Perfect
like a 130, a 130 versus like obviously a KO'd Libre. But it's so dangerous because Libre
And there
just.
it is.
Here we go, another instance of what I was just saying.
A crit
Sceptile
electro
without
that's huge.
speed. And the
that-
attack buff.
Was that a grab mix-up? Why did Antwerp block? Let go of block there. Maybe he knows something we don't.
Here goes the miss mag, the attack buff, getting rid of one of them though. Both of his debuffs. I mean, he's just about to disappear.
Huh.
No,
That was interesting.
Here comes the burst. This is where it's dangerous. But very nice CA connection with Antwerp there. A lot of bullet seed prep there, but unable to really do much. The scaling on JX is a bit. It's not scaling. Sorry, the tracking.
The tracking. Yeah,
Ooh,
that dual phase JX not
fantastic
having
read
the
on
track.
Coro.
This pressure's starting to come out, and Antwerp going for the grab. Now, I don't think that's grab punishable, so that was Coro just being respecting Antwerp's turn.
Honestly, yeah, it's a very respectful game. That could have been it there, but is that it?
No. Okay.
Not quite. I believe it's a. I actually don't know how much it does, but very close. Oh, just as he's falling, it's
anti-airing with the leaf blade out of this world, taking that game. Wow, Antwerp is thinking in a different plane of existence here.
That's he's just able to understand this situation he's in. He's able to realize, okay, I got to stop this momentum. I'm running away. I don't need to interact with you at all in this situation. But Coro just running him down, but Antwerp thankfully being able to choose just the right defensive options, able to win a few 50-50s, being able to CA on time, and even that defensive grab in there. That was a very good, very nice play from Antwerp.
Yeah, absolutely. I think comparing game 1 and 2 now, you can also start to see that Coro is starting to understand his openings a little bit better. So I want to see if he can translate that completely to a round 1, and maybe see if that snowball starts to get big enough to become a snowman here.
Animal Crossing style. But yeah, we definitely saw the game get closer and closer and closer. This could be the tipping point. We'll just have to see.
Oh, getting caught. Looks like Coro's got a mix-up. Antwerp backdashing already. And grabbing through the J-Way.
Fantastic grab there. That was just... it was really smart. Just... I don't want to deal with what you're feeling. Oh, there it is. Another grab.
Now that's huge. That's a side
nice.
swap grab too. So that'll mean corner. Oh, and Antwerp detects right on out.
But Coro does have an attack buff here. So this is dangerous, but he also has an attack debuff, but defense
And
debuff.
confirming. Oh, unfortunately, dropping that combo, but catching with Electrolyte.
Alright, able to jump away.
Still has half meter. Another mix-up. Antwerp respecting
this is scary. So, with what I was saying before, Antwerp has to try and back away from this pressure, but what happens if you got a speed debuff? What do you do then? You just have to put up with it, and there you go. There's the tipping point. Coro taking his first round. This could be... This is big. We're seeing this slow learning curve.
Well, I'd say it's really fast. Most players adapt over, like, you know, an entire career over playing one another. But Coro fought Antwerp and just knew what to do by game 3. That's insane.
He's getting a lot of like leeway. Is like he's got a grab in here, and he's just understanding Antwerp just that bit more than he needs to. And Antwerp needing to play a lot more defensively. Very, very nice 5-wise stuff out there. But back into field phase.
Grabbing through the double team. Alright, well it looks like both players have meter. But unfortunately Antwerp is the one who has corner positioning. Let's see if Coro can walk him down, but no, Antwerp is slipping in and out with that 2x.
Antwerp has to be a little bit careful on his meter usage. Obviously doesn't get as much as Libre does, but disallowing Coro to use any of his meter properly. So we're in a bit of a stalemate here. But Antwerp, sorry, way ahead in the life lead.
This is such a long duel phase. It's so intense. Does Antwerp? Oh, and getting that detect.
Oh, that should be it. That is.
Antwerp had that solid game plan of just stuffing out all of Coro's approaches, even going so far as to burn through the entire meter. Let's see if Coro can use some of that momentum he got in that first round in the third round here.
Antwerp starting with meter, so there is a lot to think of here, but I think if Libre just wins this field phase, that could basically be it. There we see it.
Punishing before the JY came through.
The meter gain there, that's insane.
Antwerp's gonna have to press his advantage as much as possible before Coro gets his meter out.
Well, unfortunately, stuffing out an offensive option from Coro. Coro bursting here, probably a very good option. Ooh, that could have been dangerous. Antwerp just going in with homing 3, nice option.
Antwerp just
good
like
5x there.
And there's the
the
flying press. That'll be Oki with attack buff and enhance. Oh, no longer. Oh, does that mimic you catch?
It does, and that's big too because that's 2 debuffs on a burst opponent. So kind of makes this burst
correct.
not.
Well, there's the speed
Kind of makes
debuff.
this burst not mean as much as what I'm trying to say. Sorry.
Oh, I'm at the edge of my seat here, James. Oh, there's the grab. Will that kill? The synergy debuff might play Coro, but guess not.
No.
Jamesibell, too strong.
The crit, I think, helped Antwerp there, as well as that he did have rage. So it was a very overwhelming grab. It's obviously a Sceptile dual phase grab. That's a 150 base grab or a 149 for those who want specifics. But yeah,
What an intense
fantastic
last
option.
scenario.
Yeah. There's been a lot of them already. But
Coro's getting just closer and closer to taking a game from Ant here.
Here we go into game 4. It's 0-3, so Antwerp's taken the set, but Coro can fight back.
Even up the set as much as possible.
Yeah, even up the scores a little bit more. But no character change, no support change either. This is all the same, but Coro slightly learning a bit more. Antwerp probably learning a little bit himself. We shouldn't not mention that. He's definitely a smart enough player to understand what he's up against and adapt to that slowly.
Oh, certainly. You don't become as
quickly.
You don't become as strong as Antwerp without learning how to adapt as fast as possible. And I also think it's interesting that Coro's whimsical, giving a Mimikyu straight away. Let's see if that'll help Coro get that advantage on that first field phase.
Ooh, nice little dodge from Coro. The Mimikyu out, Antwerp just pressing in though. Does not matter. The grab just comes in. What's up next? An 8Y, being able to catch it with another 8Y. Very good option from Antwerp.
Antwerp trying to get out of the corner at every cost. But getting that CA. Oh, dropping the confirm. Coro's using that air dash backwards to position better outside of those traps, but Antwerp is just in the right position at the right time all the time.
Bit of a thermo dash from Antwerp, but nothing coming of it. But Antwerp earlier just setting up the traps and understanding his spacing. Coro now just trying to bust straight through it. 2 grabs in a row. This is good.
Back in the corner.
Attack up and enhance. And in the corner, yes. Almost 3, but Antwerp understand the situation again. Ooh, unable to get that 8Y, but a burst.
Oh, Antwerp.
This is dangerous. Ooh, nice grab. Not death just yet.
But Coro getting a little impatient there.
Caught by the bullet seed. The bullet seed's a lot bigger than they look, and yeah, if you're in a corner like that, you just need to be patient.
Yeah, Antwerp's pressure is so intense that you just have to sort of do things. Oh, there's the homing attack.
Fantastic homing straight through the setup. I wouldn't have done that. It was scary.
Oh, and there's the CA.
Great CA.
This is going to be huge.
Ooh, just frame.
That won't shift, will it? No, it will.
Alright, will.
That means Coro's got the life lead and he's got the defense buff. Opting out to zone out Antwerp. And there's the confirm.
That was good reaction.
Oh, but Good leaf blade. Good
fantastic,
reaction
yeah,
from Antwerp in return.
Fantastic leaf blade. That gets rid of the meter that Coro had. Antwerp pushing in now, realizing that he's not exactly on the back foot here, despite the health differences. Great mix-up from Antwerp.
Yeah, but that mix-up will give Coro back the meter that Antwerp stole prior.
That's true, both sitting on support as well.
Resource-wise.
Both sitting on a very good support, especially like these two oh, unfortunate. Don't know if that was a misinput, but these two supports are actually really good at keeping space, and that's what these two characters obviously want. Sceptile, mid-range, and Libre is up close as possible.
Antwerp using that Miss Magius to pressure with everything he's got. Coro actually having an opportunity to burst out of
Everything's
it.
going on.
Wow,
Ooh,
Antwerp
good read from
not
Antwerp.
opting to burst and just forward-wying.
He had another round behind him. I think that was why he kept his burst, but doesn't matter. He got the read right, and that's 0-4. Antwerp taking another game. He's doing really well, but it's not like it's completely one way. These are really good games.
This is so intense. This is exactly what I was hoping for from a game, from a matchup of this caliber.
It's always really entertaining to watch these two players as well. Just the smarts on Antwerp and the explosive nature of Coro. It's similar to what I was saying with Antwerp earlier about Joker and Iceburgy. You get these two very different players, but they're extremely talented in their own art, and it's like it's just seeing them two collide is just such an interesting marvel.
Yeah, I like how you call it an art too, because it's clear that both players in both the Coro and Antwerp matchup and the Joker and Iceburgy matchup have both sort of ascertained this one sort of flavor to their playstyles.
Ooh.
Missing the whiff punish, unfortunately, but the pressure does not stop.
Just do it. Just do it. Do the two forward wise, and that's the defense buff.
That was the lowest wall bounce I've ever seen. Whoa,
Yeah,
getting
I was
that
gonna
confirmed. And there's the grab, catching Antwerp, trying to backdash, not letting go.
And there's that. Oh, good read, but unfortunately, just Libre doing Libre things. Ooh, getting caught by that Leaf Seed. Honestly, probably working in Coro's favor, bouncing back into Bullet Seed. Unfortunate, but Antwerp on the offensive here, still keeping his range though. He does not want to press in, though Coro even gets the just frame and just goes for it. Very nice. That speed debuff is going to mean a lot here. Running in, just unfortunately unable to get any sort of unblockable or shift there. Antwerp actually getting the shift.
Yeah, it's so unfortunate. It seems like Coro might not be experienced enough in this matchup because Antwerp is taking advantage of that detect every chance he's gets.
No, right there we see the speed debuff once again in its effect. Antwerp unable to really utilize that very fast nature of Sceptile just forward Y. It does not matter.
Oh. And there's the confirm. Yet another Electro Web. Antwerp is not going to be at neutral speed at all for this round.
Yeah, I was going to say, you're not getting much damage there. Just get the speed debuff. That was a really good option. But Antwerp just breaking through again, unfortunately, just missing out. Is this going to be? It will.
No way. Antwerp actually got the health pack. There's no way.
Ooh, very close though. That would be a bit disappointing, but got to move on.
Yeah, I'd be kicking myself if I was Coro right now, but he's got the momentum here that he needs. He's gotten it before. He can get it again. There's the pressure. Antwerp taking his turn after that 5YXX every single time. Oh, there's another wall combo.
Just quickly, has he missed a 5Y? Has he missed a 5Y just frame? Has he missed one?
He has not. Oh my god. Has he missed an Electro Web? I don't know either.
Probably not.
Is the whiff punish? There it is.
Fantastic option.
He's starting to
adapt. He's doing
to
so well here. Oh, there's unfortunate. No, he confirmed.
Mimikyu. Oh, no, Antwerp's out.
Ooh. Fantastic from Antwerp. No, confirmed. This is so bizarre. What is going on?
The 8X avoiding the flying press. There's no way.
Fantastic reaction with Antwerp. Coro sitting on burst. No, he's not anymore. So, but, there's just so much going on. I'm trying to keep up.
Antwerp holding that last round. And seeing that Libre is a 100cc character, Libre will probably also have CA to contest. This could go either way.
This is insane. It's such an interesting match here.
Oh, the whiff
Ooh,
punish from
Antwerp.
Antwerp.
Very good spacing from Antwerp there. And that slow walk back, no reaction there, but hard to react to. Antwerp now pushing his offense, but unfortunately letting go of shield rather. But back into field phase. This is a bit different. This one,
The flurry of attack deleted Libre's health bar. Where did it go?
Oh, this could be it.
Dangerous. Is that it? That's game.
it. That's
And
a
for
perfect.
Pacer.
That's a perfect not only to finish off the set, but the entire crew battle. And a fantastic perfect from Antwerp. Though fantastic work from Coro. That the scores dictate 5-0, but that was not in the slightest one-sided. That felt
Scores never tell the full story.
insanely close. Yeah, that was
Especially not
incredible.
when it's 0-5 or 0-2.
That's incredible. So yeah, final score, ladies and gentlemen, will be 8-17. So I don't want to be biased, but yeah, OCE wins this crew battle here. How good! I wish I had an SG commentator to kind of talk to about this, but fantastic work. It was so close to start off, and then that slow slanting score at the end with it was a 3-2, 2-3, 3-2, 1. Oh wait, sorry, no, I've got that wrong, haven't I? 2-3, 3-2, 2-3, 1-4-0-5.
Is that the first time that Oceania has won in the crew battle? And James?
Not the first time. We won, I believe, the first 2, and then we've been on a losing streak for a pretty long time. So
right, well,
yeah,
we're getting our head back in the game. There, making history.
Yeah, well, there's one for the record. But that's the entire thing. That's all of it. I just want to quickly say thanks to everyone who played, which is obviously Coro, Do, Enigma, HeavyBubbles, Joker, and then obviously you, Antwerp, Iceburgy, DanDandy. I'm forgetting everything because I'm way ahead of myself. But yeah, what a great show, and thanks everyone for coming out to watch this. I'm getting all these Discord notifications about winning and everything. But yeah, that'll be us. Santa, do you have any final words before we give Coro the mic again?
I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching, everyone. It was a pleasure to play and to commentate, and even more so to watch. I'd like to also thank Coro for hosting this fantastic stream. This wouldn't be possible without you, so thanks a million.
Absolutely, yeah, definitely the man of the match here. So we'll pass it back to Coro. Thanks everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed and hope you have a fantastic night or day, as I said before. Yeah, back to Coro. Thanks everyone.
Yep, see you later.
Alrighty. Hey everybody, hope you enjoyed that set. It was quite long and we put a lot of work into it, but in the end of the day, pretty happy about how everything turned out. This VOD will be going up later on the Pokken SG channel, so we'll be playing it back then, and we'll also probably be doing a rerun of this for those who are, living over the pond, putting it on a time that it's more convenient for them. So we will be rerunning it later, so if you've got friends who are intending to watch this but haven't watched it yet, try not to spoil it for them, because I'm sure they'd like to see it live as well, in case they don't, on the off chance that they don't happen to go onto Twitter and happen to see the results, But yeah, rerun will be later, and also I believe we'll be doing a Singapore Weekly later in the evening, since we usually run it around this time, but we don't have it since we were running this, so we'll delete that into a slightly later part of the night. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the show. Thank you so much for coming and supporting the stream. Pokken content goes a long way with all of you around, so thank you so much. And yeah, I guess with that, we'll see you guys around soon for the next Pokken event, I guess. Have a good one, everybody, and Yep, see ya.